We rise together. We build together. We grow together. We scale forever. Start with a spark now. It's fire in our hands. Dreams into numbers. Building empires on demand. Traffic is flowing. The leads never fail. Health, wealth, success. It's all in the scale. Scale, scale, scale. Rise up high and never fail. Scale, scale, scale. From the vision to the trail. Scale, scale, scale. Every profit, every sale. We're one, we're strong. Together we belong. Scale, scale, scale. Click after click, watch the momentum grow. From sea to the summit, everybody knows no limits here. We rewrite the tale. It's mine, it's body, it's life, it's go. Faster, stronger, breaking through. Everything multiplies when we do. Community of power, we will prevail. The future is ours when we shout. Scale, scale, scale. Rise up high and never frail. Scale, scale, scale. From the vision to the trail. Scale, scale, scale. Every profit, every sale. We're one, we're strong. Together we belong.
Whoops, at stage scale, scale, scale. From Brad Case. Hey, everybody. All right, so today is going to be John Garcia doing courses.gg and Simon Leung giving you some updates on some affiliate training. And then I'm going to give you a quick little sneak peek at a couple of different apps. And then Friday is going to be a big day. I'm working on, Lucius hit me up the other day. He's on the team. And he said to me, he said, Mike, if we're looking to create some content for, that's going to be for an evergreen sales page, because obviously what we really want to do, obviously, the SCALEATHONs are great. We get to demo software, and we're going to be doing a lot of that on Friday. We need something on the front end. So what I'm actually going to be working on today, tomorrow, and Friday morning is all of the 18 apps plus Groove as well. And hey, Amanda, how are you? And what I'm going to be doing is with AI, it's a beautiful thing. I'm going to take each one of the 18 apps and I'm going to be creating 5 slides and then adding screenshots to them. And I'll be able to go through in about 40 minutes instead of 3 hours and 40 minutes, every single one of the apps. So we'll start out so this is Click Campaigns. Here's what it does. Here's a couple of screenshots. Here's what the UI does, and blah, 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 blah. And that's going to sell for this price. Beautiful slides. Go into the next slide. Now let's talk about school, courses.gg. It's a school competitor. Here's what it does. You can create your courses. Here's what your members see. This is what it will sell for. I'm just going to go through everything on these beautiful slides on Friday. And that is going to allow us to capture a beautiful snippet of a VSL that we're going to be able to put on the top of the page. That's going to be at scale.gg/get-started. That's being worked on right now. And we've got some complications in the Phil Sane family here. My wife, my mom's getting better. Little complications because she just got put into the nursing facility today. So we've got to get over there, like pillows, blankets, clothes, all that type of stuff. But my wife's father is in the hospital, and we're just not getting good news. So we're getting beat on all sides. But the team here will never, ever stop. And so Simon and John Garcia are going to be taking over today. And I see Amanda Van de Gulik, and she's really good with courses.gg. So she's going to be helping. So I've got my screen in here, and I'm going to share my screen. And for those of you who are people of faith, please pray for my wife's father. Thank you. So let's add my screen here. All right. So you're seeing my screen. I think you can see a little bit more when I do this. All right. So I'm going to show you something that I created for you, and I want to be transparent. This will be not the first and not the last. This will be the first and not the last, but I'm not going to say it often. I want to be transparent with all of you guys on every app that we've ever created. As far as I know, other than FlowEyes and N8N, which you guys know we labeled as FlowEyes and N8N, we haven't created, every single thing that we've created was off the shelf. There were 3 products that we used a starter kit for. And if you're familiar with open source software, there's something called an Apache 2.0 license or an MIT license. And so when you see things like Click Campaigns or Groove Pages or Groove Mail, every single thing we created from scratch. There's 3 things that we actually started with an open source and then built upon it for you. And so many of you might have heard that we said it in the past, like the original Groove Cart came from a fork of PrestaShop. And then we completely customized that and created Groove Cart out of that. If you didn't know, now you know. The other one is, because I want complete transparency with you, is the Pipedrive CRM is actually an application called Crayon, all right? That you can host for, about 20 or 30 bucks a month, with some hosting company. So that's $360 a year, or you pay to host it yourself. So Pipedrive, not Pipedrive, Pipe Leads is a version of this that we are now customizing, because there's a lot of things it doesn't do that we want it to do, and the integrations with Groove and everything like that. So want you to know that. And the other good reason why it's good for you to know that is there's a lot of tutorials on Crayon out there, which would give you tutorials for Pipe Leads CRM. So that's software number 2 out of the 11 from Groove. One was Groove Cart. And out of the 18 softwares that we've created for you, Crayon was a great way to get started. Why not just start with something that's open source? There's a link to it right on GitHub. When you click here, it's right to GitHub. You fork it. But it's meant to be used for one person. So what we have to do is we have to invest a lot of time in it to make it multi-tenant, to turn it into a SaaS platform and have authentication. And that's been done, and you guys have access to that. And so there's one more product that I just told Matt about yesterday. I was working on it as a surprise for you guys. And it's a project management software like Trello or Asana or Notion. In fact, even if you see here in the settings, it even says import from Trello, Asana, Notion, Jira, and Todoist. And so what this is a software called Focal Board. And so I spent last night, a lot on my mind, obviously, and I'm up till about from 9 p.m. till about 5 a.m. this morning. I was working on this for you. So this is an application called Focal Board. The problem is that it comes as a desktop software, and it makes it difficult to collaborate with your teams. But it is open source. And if you want to host it on the web, you pay them and stuff like that. Now you can see their UI, I'm not a big fan of. Like, they use these emojis, and I don't know if I can make this bigger. I can't make the screen any bigger here. But like you see, they have these emojis here. And so everything in the app uses these emojis, like this car and this. And the way that you move blocks over, isn't that great? So I forked it. I created a software and it's called Project Baser. I reskinned it, and I gave it the Shad CN UI fonts and user interface type of stuff. And I made the navigations tilt a little bit, and it looks a lot better when you go on here. And as you can see, it's very similar to something like Trello. And so this is a new software that we're going to be adding to Scale Plus at no additional charge. This is now multi-tenant. And I told Matt and the team today, I said, hey, this is ready. I was able to knock it out yesterday in one shot. And so we're going to be adding that to the list, and that will be a multi-tenant application for you that you can now have to manage your projects. And it does a lot more. When you click on Add Board here, you can see there's a lot of different things, personal tasks, targets, this stuff for your company. Project management even has its own built-in calendar, different views like that. So it's a pretty robust software. And why pay for a subscription like Trello? We're going to be getting off of ours. As you can see, we have the stuff that we're doing for our team on our applications, and we're just going to move our stuff over to here. So I wanted to show you that. And the other day, I'm going to close that. The other day, I was demoing for you Groove Pages AI, the new version, and I want to show you some advances that we have on that, so you can kind of envision what this is going to be. And so we're just in a fake test project here, but I think you'll get the gist of it, right? So if you're familiar with Lovable or Bolt.new or Sane.new, we are creating an AI page builder where you'll talk with the AI here, and you'll say, make me a hero image. And what it'll do, this little activity right here is going to actually start talking to this code, and it'll actually code this stuff in the background, and you'll preview it here. And if you want to add new pages, you just click right here, and then just double click right here, and then say this is the Contact Us page, and you'll click here. And once that's in place, you can click preview on any of these pages. We have a couple of different modes, like block mode. So when you're in block mode, you can click insert, and you'll see here that we have a gallery of all these different types of blocks that you can add. There's different categories. Some are for funnels, some are for websites. You can click all blocks. There's another cool thing that we have here, is we have these themes. And so you can come in here and apply a theme like this B2B software. I'm going to leave this one here applied, so it's a little bit more in your face, pink and purple, so you'll see what I mean. So when you click on add a new block, you can see the blocks as they were designed, or I can click the theme preview and it'll reskin all the blocks with your current theme. Or you can do the best of both worlds, leave it off, and click on any preview of any block, and you can then see it left to right. Now I have to make this modal a little bit bigger. It's more optimized for a small laptop. But you can see it as it was meant to be designed, or how it is for your theme. Now, when it comes to themes, you can even create your own custom theme for your own website. And then every single thing that you create will match your theme. And in order to style that, you just click this theme button, and it'll theme the block if it's already on the canvas. A couple of other things that you'll notice is we have this thing here called brand files, and you could upload a brand base file right here. And once that's in there, let's actually do that so you could actually see that. Let's just look for a baser. All right. So if you had a file loaded up onto this project here, use brand files in AI context. We turn that on, and now you're going to get a little green dot here showing that any copy that when we ask the agent over here, it'll make the blocks with your brand-based document. And here it will make your blocks ready for Wix, Squarespace, WordPress style brand websites. Or if you click to direct response, it'll be more of the Groove Pages, ClickFunnels, GrooveFunnels type of copy that will be written. I have beautiful prompts in the background that do that. The other thing that you can do as well, and I'm going to be turning it over to the guys in just a minute, is once you have a block on the canvas, like you would click on a block and you click insert. Once it's on the canvas, you click the sparkle button, And the sparkle button will automatically rewrite the block with the AI when the brand file is on in the style over here that you want. You also have this really cool thing. This is called block mode. To get out of block mode and to go into visual edit mode, you can click this select button here, or you could click this button here. They're the same thing, visual edits on and off. And this tells you that you're in visual edit mode. And then once you're in visual edit mode, you can click here. And once you are here, you can go here and type center this, right? That's how that's going to work. And or you can click on this, whoops. Oh, this is not an actual block. These are instructions, but you get it. Like you can click on this little thing and say, make this animate up and down when the page loads, or whatever the case is. You'll also notice we have a style gallery. This is a one-shot version. I'm going to make this a little bit more feature rich, but we're making it just like what you would have with Groove. So you'll have sort of like the best of both worlds. So you can come in here, click on this, and just center it easily here, or you could talk to the AI and do it. One more thing I'm going to be adding here is not just blocks. There's going to be 6 website templates and 6 funnel templates just to start with, because I don't want to overload the system. It takes a while for AI to build that. You can move this out of the way so that you could see things a little bit better. There's the ability for you to move this chat over to the right side if you're one of the people that prefers to have it there. And also, when you're done, you can click publish, and what will happen is you will get a link here. And now you have this link, and you can copy it. And I haven't tested this fully. And there you go. There's your actual page. And then what do you think is going to be coming, right? You're going to have a little download button here. And then the download is going to download it so that you could use it anywhere, or download it as a Groove project. And so we're going to add another button here that's going to say, once you're logged in, because you'll be logged into your Groove account, you're going to click import onto the Groove canvas. And then suddenly you will have something. Let's say you design the MikeFulsame.com page, right? You will simply click on something that will say open on canvas, and it'll have this type of effect. Groove will open. I need to be logged in. Apologies, ladies and jelly beans. Groove will, you'll be on your canvas. You'll click open in Groove, and you'll get an effect that looks very similar to this. It'll just open up Groove and then pull the page right onto the canvas for you. Hello. Let's see. Are we logged into Groove? Did I fully log in? Letting that blue bar go across the top. All right, there we go. So we will get something that looks like this. Sorry about that, guys. And it'll just open up your page that you were working on right onto the Groove Pages canvas, and then that will allow you to publish with your domains and all that different type of stuff. So that is going to be coming. We were thinking of adding a Groove AI into the Groove Pages, but we felt it was better just to build a proper user interface where the AI can just talk without having to think of Groove code, and we'll convert it later. So this, ladies and gentlemen, like, God bless AI, right? Like 3 days of work, I think, is in this. If you look here, if we go into the commits, you'll see here, like, this is me talking to it. Like, so you can see I've got like dozens and dozens of commits. But when did this start? 4 days ago, right? So I worked on it 4 days ago. Then you see 3 days ago, then 2 days ago, and then yesterday. So that's really 3 days, right? Because yesterday and today is 2 days, but it's really 24 hours. So over 3 days, I was able to create this. And then I had a talk with Jassy today. And I said, Jassy, I've got this the way that I want it. I'm going to add some templates. And then I'm going to hand it over to you, because I need you to button it up to make the agent talk to this code, right? So we are at an unprecedented time where, last night I got a bug up my butt, and I said, I want to create. I know there's an open source platform called Focal Board. I said, let me just make it multi-tenant and give it to the members, right? So Matt keeps saying, wouldn't it be cool if our company was kind of like this AppSumo that just keeps surprising users with apps? And I say, never promise them that. we will just keep surprising them. So I just sort of promised you that, right? What Matt wants to tell you is that these things are easy for us to do. And you saw me come up with an idea the other day on a stream. Ooh, wouldn't it be cool if we could do a YouTube thumbnail cloner? Oh, and while we're at it, we'll create a studio for you that does your headshots. And the next day that was done. So those are the two things. I want to let you know that when we go into app.scale plus, there's a couple of things that you will see now that are available. We type in Imager. Oh, you know what I should do? We should put a search up here, right? If you're looking for an app, have a search bar. So you don't have to do it, the old way like this and do Imager, right? So there's Imager, and you will see that this application for the Scale Plus people is now live, and for Groove AI people, if they got that taken care of. So this doesn't have all of the data, but everything that we went over on one of the previous streams is here. We'll be doing a demo maybe Friday, maybe Monday. Friday, I want to focus on the VSL. And the other thing is Chatbaser is, where are we? Chatbaser is also live for you. And so John Garcia, is going to be doing a courses.gg update for you in about 2 minutes. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And furthermore, Scale GPTs is ready to go. I've just got to build out the GPTs. So, let's copy instructions from Groove AI, put them in. Got to find the time. I understand, I appreciate you guys understanding what we got going on here. My wife, who takes care of Noodle for me during the day, is flying out tomorrow to New York City to be with her dad and her family, putting more pressure on me over here. So please bear with us. When we got Simon coming in to do the affiliate training. I want to create this beautiful VSL. So you can go to scale.gg/JV. This page is going to be getting a little bit more love. I did try to get to creating affiliate swipe and a document and everything like that. We cleaned it up a little bit. Simon, and John Garcia, can you take note here? I'm logged into GrooveCell. All right, so now that we went on with single sign-on, this should be loading for me. Does that make sense, Simon, John? Give me a thumbs up. Right, this widget is not going to be showing our users their affiliate link. And I am clearly logged into Groove. Okay, so this is broken because in fact, even this login won't even work anymore because we went to single sign-on. So this widget, I'll call Matt as soon as we get off. So we're working on getting all of the stuff. And by the way, just because I'm not, trust me, when I tell I'm putting 8 hours in a day, it's just the weird times of the night. The team, Jassy, Alan, Matt, Simon, John Garcia, and the developers are working, putting all the auth packages together. But in terms of the marketing, I got to get those swipes ready, and we're going to create that VSL on Friday. And Lucius gave me a great idea. And I don't know if I told you, I think I started saying it and I forgot. Maybe I did. He said, do what you and Andy used to do, Mike. Don't do these 3.5 hour demos. Just do a nice PowerPoint presentation that clearly, concisely tells people what it does. Because when I'm doing a demo, you're getting me doing this. Let's wait for that to load. All right, well, that's not working the way it should, right? And it just drags things out, right? So if we can just get a presentation that says, you get this, and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, and on top of that, you get this, and blah, blah, blah. And if you're a Groove Lifetime member, here's a slide. Take a screenshot. And if you're not, and it'll just be on a beautiful presentation. And then the following week, we'll go in and we'll dive in and do demos and all that type of stuff. Because I know you guys got lives, right? 3 hour and 40-minute presentation is not, it's great for us to hang out, but sometimes, what is it, Frank Drebin? Or no, I'm getting confused between Dragnet and Police Squad. But one of them, I think it was Dragnet, just the facts, man, right? So I'm going to bring on, give me the thumbs up, John Garcia or Simon, who's up next, or just pop in. All right, John, how are you? You are on mute, John, or your microphone is muted. You're not on mute, but we don't hear you.
Yeah, it's the microphone. It's just the other microphone was giving me problems, so I connected my Jetty microphone. But hey, everybody, hey, Mike, and
how are you? All right, I'm
And
going
yeah,
to
today we're. Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to bounce out John, and I see you got Amanda there, and I know that she's usually our co-pilot with courses.gg, and I just have to say, like, I'm so excited. Like, here's what's so cool. We have so many cool things. Sometimes I go, oh, right. And we got courses.gg. We got a platform that competes with school, right? So I'm happy for you guys as well, because it's like we're really creating quality tools now at a pace that we've never done before. So you're going to get Amanda and John. We're popping Amanda and John. We'll find out. I'll just stick her in.
Yeah. Let's just do it.
Yeah, and then Simon's going to take over a little bit later, talk a little bit about affiliate stuff. I'm going to work on getting the scale.gg stuff ready. My promise is for you that on Monday, we're going to be ready for you guys to start mailing. I'll have better assets for you and actual pages. I don't want you mailing to live streams and groovathons, right? Those things change on a given day. Like today, I'm like, hey guys, I'm not going to be able to do a full 3 hours, right? So the team said, we got this. All right, everybody, I'm going to scale. I'm going to go see my mom and bring her some much needed stuff.
All right, Mike.
Appreciate you all.
Good vibes. Have a great
Thank you,
day
team.
with your mom.
Thanks, Groovesters, Scalesters. Thank you, John Garcia. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. All right, everybody.
Right.
So we're going to get ready. Hey, Amanda, how are you?
Good.
All right. So, yeah, as Mike mentioned, he has to go to deal with some of the stuff that unfortunately he's dealing with, and adding now to the whole situation, Michelle's father. So we wish them all the best, and certainly we'll be putting them in our prayers. So, but today what we're going to do, guys, is Mike might have mentioned that we're going to do an update, but what we're going to do today, since we were doing the demos on Monday and we're going to do demos on Friday, I'm going to take the opportunity to do more of a demo, and we're going to be demoing with Amanda, and I'm going to be asking Amanda questions, because she is, or let's say, our top user at the moment with Courses GG, among the other 100 and something people that are actually have created now somewhere around 300 courses. And we're going to talk about what is Courses GG, what does it do, and as I said, I'm going to present a broad overview. The updates that we usually do on Wednesdays. Today, to be completely honest and in transparency, we were not ready to actually do an update. It was just more of a demo. But we will have that hopefully next week. So in continuity with the stuff that we're doing, because as Mike also mentioned, we're working in such a pace right now that is just head spinning with every single change, with all the stuff that we're doing, which, as Mike just showed, is pretty cool. And Courses GG obviously is part of that.
It's
so
amazing.
Amanda, how are you?
Good, excited. Oh my gosh, Mike just keeps blowing us away. And one thing that I would like to say before we start the demo for Courses GG is just how much he's proven, especially over the last couple of months, how much he has our back as much as we've had his back. And yeah, I'm just so grateful. So everything is moving along, coming along, very exciting. AI is a tremendous help. So I just wanted to put that out there to give a lot of love to Mike for just pushing through and making this all happen for us.
Perfect. Now, and as I always said, you have never worked one day in your life if you love what you do. And I think that's the driving force behind the whole team at Groove. Through the ups and downs, we're still here. We're just doing our best. And we're going to continue to do our best, because that's what we see from most of the team. I mean, I should say everybody from the team. But now, guys, what we're going to do now, I am going to start sharing my screen. And we're going to use, as I said, just going to go to a small overview when it comes to Courses GG. So I'm going to just start presenting. I'm going to just put my screen, and I'm going to use probably my full screen. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to go here, and actually, let's just go with the window. And now everybody should be seeing this beautiful part.
Yes.
All right, guys. So for those who have been following, we know that there has been a lot of updates recently. There's a couple of exciting stuff that I want to talk about. But as I said, for today, since I don't have a lot of time, because later on, maybe within the next probably 25 to 30 minutes, right after we're done with the demo, Mr. Simon Leong is going to continue pretty much discussing how to promote ScaleGG and how to use all the elements that we have within Groove, within Courses GG, within all of the other items in the platform to maximize your, your commissions, to maximize everything that you do. So I am going to now show you guys this incredibly good looking platform. Yes, there's still been updates done, and I'm going to just talk about that in a second. We already have updated a couple of things, the privacy policy, terms and conditions, just the physical aspect, the cosmetic aspect of it. But what we're here to do is talk about the insights. So as you know, if you go to the creator dashboard, you'll have your, the typical dashboard where to find everything. But I have seen a lot of people recently ask us, and Amanda, I am going to go at a pace and jump in at any time, because as I said, you have one of the fastest growing communities there in Courses GG. And of course, you're being one of our more proactive users when it comes to providing feedback. And that's important, because without your help, I'm not going to lie, the product wouldn't be as it is right now. So we have
and I'd like to share that, because it's because of everybody who's watching right now and everybody who's watched in the past, sending in your things to me so that we can be aware of the changes we need to adjust. Like, this platform is absolutely just incredible.
Correct. And since it's going to be like a 10,000-foot view of what Courses GG does, guys, as Mike mentioned earlier, is just very similar to school. You can create your communities. You can actually charge for the courses that you create within your communities, and a couple of other really cool tools that are there. Now, let me just start by just showing you the profile page. It's very simple, very, very clean, and all that you need to do here is add your information. It's very simple. Once you sign up, you go to Courses GG and /profile. You make sure that you're logged in, and you put your email address, your education, something in your bio. It's pretty much straightforward and simple. So not a lot of detail or not a lot of excitement here, because it's pretty much the stuff that we're going to offer to our students, pretty much in the via of the membership, in the presentation page, or your personal information. Now, my communities. I think this is the part that we all here to see. And by the way, just a friendly reminder, guys, whoever actually is a member of Courses GG and has purchased the product, remember that we had created limitations for the group, for the communities to be published. If you're a free member, you need 25 members to be published. And if you are a paid member, you need 5 members so your community can be listed publicly. You can interact with your community even before that, as you can clearly see here. I have created a couple of communities in the past as a test. And as you notice, you need here 4 more. And I'm going to do a test, Amanda. See how many people that are looking at us right now and in the recording is going to follow, because it's going to be the first time I created this account. And in this account right here, in this community rather, we're going to have Courses GG Mastery. It's going to be an absolutely free, filled with videos, test of how you can actually master Courses GG. Obviously, I'm creating the material. It is something that I wanted to announce a little bit later, but I think in the last recording also appeared there, but I wanted to give you more details now that soon is going to be with way more content, more specific videos, and explanations of how to use pretty much Courses GG. So it's going to be here. And for that, I am going to ask anybody that is looking at this moment in the live, I'm going to share this link.
Like I'm already in there. I'll check.
In my community, see if I can surpass the 5 limit members, and see if I can see the community. So I need 4 more.
Come on, everybody, let's help it.
So let's see if you guys can actually add yourself to that, and you can add that as a resource as well. You just log into your Courses GG, add yourself there as a member, and again, it's going to be a free, absolutely free, no charge, kind of just support side, not a support side, but something that I believe is going to be the most important parts for you guys to be successful with Courses GG.
All right, I have a tip So when you go to try to sign up, so I wasn't in there, so you should have 5 now. On the main page, scroll down, and you can see where it says, not edit community, the page itself. So you sign up with the yellow button that says join for free rather than the join community button, because that's still going to a 404. So just go to the top one instead.
Yes, yeah. I noticed that, because if the community is not public yet, it will give you an error, which, by the way, it was discussed with one of the team members a few days ago, and I kind of just they're gonna fix that right now. And
Because of course, if we have less than 5, we need to be able to send the link and have people join. So
exactly. So thank you so much. And Melvin, so you know what to do. Thank you for that. And Brad says, make sure you don't mind, John. Of course I will. I will definitely just, we're here Brad, to support each other, guys. Remember that. I mean, I joined Amanda's community, and I believe that lifelong learning is what makes a person great. So if you don't stop learning, I believe you're in the top references in my book.
And now, feel free to use John's or mine as your testing grounds while we get this all beautiful.
All right, I need one more, guys. One more to actually
refresh.
Just get.
It should be in there. If I added, refresh. Just see if it.
Need one more.
One more. Interesting. Okay, we'll try again. So don't MMG Vision. Don't click on the join community part on the bottom. That one gives just the 404 page.
Yeah.
Choose the one that says join for free, and it brings up a window, and then you just click yes, and then it gave me the confirmation.
So part of this is actually so you see everything in action, guys. As Mike said, it's a demo. So I just want to make sure that once you hit the 5 members, your community will be live. And there's nothing more to prove than just that. Let's just make sure that that specific functionality is working. And I just need one more according to this. Oh, do you see unlisted? Now, if I click here, updated, your community now is listed. So let's just test it out. We're going to go to ScaleGG, and we're going to take a look at communities, and I'm going to look for my community, which is, let's see what should come up with mastery. Mastery, let's see if it comes up. Oh, look at that. ScaleGG Mastery now has 5 members, and it is pretty much ready to go. So if I click there, you will see all the content that we're going to have. So I want to thank you all. Actually, thank you. Obviously, Amanda, Jonathan, Amanda, Mohammed, Melvin. Thank you very much for that. And remember, if you're seeing this as a recording, log in the next couple of weeks. We're going to have a bunch of information, a bunch of videos that I'll be working on. And pretty much to kind of just guide you guys, whoever is actually just starting, we're going to use the resource to actually give you more tools to effectively use ScaleGG.
Nice. And maybe you can anchor this one, since this is the community, to help everyone else's community.
Exactly. Perfect. Yeah.
It's not a private one. It's the company's one. So yeah, correct. That would be good.
So now you take a look at another portion of the demo right here is you have a weekly listing limit. So now you have 2 communities this week. So let's say you start creating communities that are so popular. Remember, we started when we created the platform, when everything was ready to go. There were a lot of community creators just to save the names or whatever the reason might have been. So we needed to kind of just create some sort of buffer. So the limit listing was created, and that's what you're seeing here at the top. As you can see, I just had 1 community listed, and I have 1 to go for until November 2nd. So let's say you're creating a lot of communities, you're creating a very successful communities really fast. Remember, you have 2 communities listing a week. So just space yourself to make sure that you organize your campaigns, your emails, everything out in a way that doesn't conflict with the actual community not being ready. And remember, guys, it was done just to make sure that the platform keeps the same stability, the same performance, and we all have, the same ability to do everything as we should have. Now, I still have another communities, but this one is the most important one. So perfect. So now let me just go down here the list. Email community members. ScaleGG does have, oopsie, let me just see, this is what happened here. Email community members. Oh, we do have a little bug here.
Yeah.
Let's see why. We'll talk to Mr. Ankit to see what's
Yeah,
going
I
on.
can fix that for us.
Goes to your courses. Let's see, my communities, and let's see why this was actually in perfect conditions. Probably something with the limits, but we're going to address that. And since we cannot go to the community members, let's just go to manage the community members. When we create a course, there are a couple of things that happen. We're going to have great students, not so good students, and bad students. So it was actually one of, I think it was one of your students, Amanda, or somebody that it was through you that actually recommended this part of the tool. That
Yeah,
we have.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I think it was. Don't quote me on that. I think I'm 95% sure that it was one of your either students or somebody that he was associated with you somehow that said, you know what, we should have an area where we can create a way to control our members.
Yeah, to keep everything clean and friendly.
Exactly. So, and here is that specific tool. Manage community members allows you to, depending on the community that you have live, when it was joined, you see, it will give you all the specifics. It will allow you to keep the discipline going around. I'm going to call it discipline, but let's just see the way that some people will actually behave in your community. So in this case, Brad Case, if he's misbehaving, I'll just block, and it will block him from the community. Not that you're going to do that, Brad, but
no misbehaving, Brad.
Exactly, no misbehaving, because you're going to get blocked. But
Brad's
it's something that
an awesome member.
Yeah, he is, and he's a great help. He's one of our social media managers, and he is being a great help. So this part of the tool allows you to do that, to do specifically that. Control the way that your members are behaving. So if you have something that is disruptive, that is making comments that are not needed, you can actually block it. Now I'm going to go, since I'm going down the list of all the features, one of the things that all of us need sometimes to attract sales is coupons. And we have the ability to do that and create coupons and actually just have them active for your list or your community. So I have created a couple of coupons here, but I'm going to create a new one since my newest community now is listed. I am just going to create, let's say, a free coupon. I'm going to select what community. I believe is this one. Description is going to be a free coupon. Then the coupon type will be a percentage. The discount will be 100%. And the expiration date, all that you need to do is select a date. You can select a year here. Let's say I want to just probably put it until October of next year, 2026.
Yeah, it's not showing us the little pop-up. Is there a way for it to just have, like, if we have a coupon that we don't want to expire?
That is a great recommendation, but we don't have it. We do have, let me see if we have a way to leave it forever, but yes, I will
make
definitely
the year
bring it
like
up.
3023.
Let's say 20, I can go as much as 2040. So
there you go.
create the coupon. Perfect. So now you see here, guys, that there's a coupon for the community courses G Mastery for 100% discount. And you can either delete it, view it, or email it. This is important, guys, because when you are promoting your companies or your companies, your courses or your communities, you want to share that. So this is funny because the members' email was not working, but this is working. So definitely we're going to take a look at this functionality as well. So here is the email that you will send to your members. And remember, these are also limited for 5 email remaining this month. So if you want to send an email, make sure that you have a lot of recipients for that specific coupon. If you're following it with somebody, or if you're offering that coupon to a specific group, make sure that you have all the addresses here, and then review the information on the actual body of the email, preview it, and then send it. Remember, it will count as 1 cent no matter how many people you have in the recipient email box. You can have 1 to 100. You can have as many as you can. Obviously, don't go crazy. Don't put 10,000 names on that, because most likely will create a situation. but use your common sense. If you have a group of 50 people, let's just send it twice in groups of 50 or 100, whatever that might be the case. Remember, just try to use sometimes common sense in order to get this out there for your community members. Now, another thing that we discussed, and by the way, guys, if we have questions, do not hesitate to raise your hand, because I have another 15-20 minutes, and I know Simon is waiting anxiously behind the screen to actually jump in and give you guys, all the rest of the tools and his great advice to how to promote all these amazing tools. So we have managed coupons. So we went over this. Now, this is another part that a lot of people are interested in, the sales dashboard. This is actually a recent update. I believe it was last week or 2 weeks, we actually updated the way that we can charge now, and you get to be able to, charge your students on your courses and in your communities. So here you will see all the sales that you have, including in this area right here. Once you get some sales, you will see it. And I know that anybody that might have a community that is live, that is charging, you will see your recent sales here. So it will list all the communities, and it will tell me the communities that I have, what are the sales. So, and also we will have a paid community for another project, and we will probably see that later. Now, coming down to here, we have the favorite community. So I have favorite communities. And how do you favorite a community? You go here into the main screen for the communities, and you tap the heart. So you can, let me just not favorite my own. That would be so egotistical of me. So let's just
say find Brad.
Yes. Yeah. You know what? Brad, just do me a favor. What is the name of your community so we can search for it? And I'm going to give it a like. So I make sure that I already follow with my word of following your community. So type it in the chat, my friend, and we can actually just get that done. And since I'm taking kind of a little break here, I want to say hi to Sotiris, or as Mike used to say, Doritos, and Mob, Brad, obviously Michael. So thank you guys for being here today, and we will continue in a second. Digital marketing, the third one down. Okay, so I am going to go here. I believe this is your community, and I am actually a member of your community already, my friend.
Ooh, I'll have a look.
It says leave community, and I don't want to do that. So perfect. And I am here already, so that's perfect. But in any case, I didn't see something, and that's the point of liking the community. So right now, you see the little heart is in that community, and if you have any community that currently has pardon the redundancy, the community, just click on the heart, and you will be able to follow that closely, and you will get only your like community. So let's just do that now. Show only my favorite communities, and if I click search, now I'll have these 4. I have including Brad's community. So now coming back to this, two incredible tools that we had, and also Amanda had a lot of things to deal with. This one was the ability to chat with your members. So we do have a specific chat that you can actually go and interact one-on-one with your members. This is great because if you have a large course and people want to reach you one-on-one, they can use this, and they can actually just interact with you. And you have a way to see all the chart or the chats, or if you have a community chat, you can actually activate it as well. And you can actually show the guidelines and how to get started, pretty much just like any other community chat will work. But that is also available as well. So now my profile, I think we did that already. And payment keys. So payment keys are the payment keys for Stripe. You can connect to Stripe right now. And this is actually one of the first videos that I'm going to have in the courses GG Mastery, because a lot of people have asked us about that. And yes, we need to start now working and thinking of the materials that we're going to be sharing, because it's not complicated, but it is something super simple to do. even though the instructions are right here, then we will have to make sure that we add them to everybody via video, perhaps, so everybody can actually understand it better.
Yeah, especially if it's new for them. Yeah.
Yes, yes, that's gonna be part of the first couple of videos that I have scheduled to release for courses GG Mastery.
Awesome.
Now, Groove integration. A lot of people have asked me about this one, and this will connect with the courses. And I believe that this should be working to a capacity. I am not 100% sure because due to the whole situation with the scale and the new integrations, we put a pause into the process here. But it will, I believe it connects to your account, but the transporting of the files or the courses still yet to be tested. So in full disclosure, we got to make sure that, yeah, I'm going to push the team to get this one as soon as possible. And now for the last few of them, the few pieces that we have here for the puzzle, customize course certifications. So every person that participates in a community always wants to make sure that they're recognized. So I believe it was also Amanda that recommended, hey, let's just work with some certificates. Can we actually get the certificates done? So we listened, and we actually got, right now it's just 3. We're going to have more of the templates, and hopefully after some discussions with the team, we're going to be able to bring somehow way to edit our own templates for the actual certificates. But right now, so I have 3. You can select, and then your certificate template will be updated. It's only these 3. So when people actually finish a course, you will see their certificates, just like I have here. For example, in my courses, I completed my joint courses. I believe it was this one, the Evergreen.
We may have tested it on the goals on the launching one.
Right, but what I wanted to see was the certificate. You see?
Yeah.
So that's a certificate of the Evergreen YouTube Marketing Funnels.
And then you can see how your course, the icon for your course, is on that page.
At
the bottom. Not you, John, but for the members.
Oh, I was like, wait a second. That sounds like a book.
Your course is on there, so they know this is
right here for your community. So right here, the community will be down here. Awesome. And you see, we try to make it very elegant, and it's actually printable. You can, if you want to print it, you can print it. It will be printing color if you have obviously a color printer. But yeah, so that kind of just gives your members or your students that little push, I would say, just to continue other courses, other ventures, and just, as I said, just lifelong learning. So this is actually Amanda's course, and everything is actually just running as it is. And one thing that we actually updated last week was the ability to mark this every time the video ends.
Yes.
So as soon as a lot of people just like, oh, I'm gonna mark the as completed and then be done. Now you have to watch 75% or more of the actual video in order to have it marked as completed. So guys, now let's just go now to the calendar. Okay. I'm gonna move forward with the calendar because, as I said, I'm about time's up, and I'm gonna probably just push it to 2:20. Give me a thumbs up, Simon, if everything is okay so far in your end. All right, he just give me the peace sign. All right, so I'm gonna just take over another couple of minutes because this was one of the features that we worked together with the team and also with Amanda, just to have some sort of flexibility, adding to events to our calendar and adding calendar to the events. So you can actually have listed all your events, your past events, and you can actually just create one. And the cool part about it is that you can create and make sure that everything is done right here on this screen. So the event, you can create the event link. And the cool thing is that those events could be actually multiple dates. So before it was single date, now it's multiple dates. You select which dates you want that event. It will be marked in the bottom, the time, the community that you want that specific event to be part of, any information, save event, and the event will be listed here in your calendar page. It will be obviously under the upcoming events. Now, settings will take you back simply to the same dashboard, guys. And with that, this
John,
was the 30,000 feet overview of Courses GG. But yes, Amanda?
would you be able to really quickly demo for them how to create their community and their course? Just show the pages so that
Sure, of
that would be
course.
really
Let's
helpful.
let's just do that. No, and you know what? So let's just now with the communities, I am going to create. You know what? Let me create the very first. Well, we're gonna create a community, right? So
Even
let's
just to
just
show us inside would be great.
yeah. So let me just create a new community. So I'm gonna create a community here, right here from your login from your profile area, and let's just name it another test. I'm gonna name it tab 77.
There you go.
Now, guys, important thing, you can have your very own URL. Just make sure that you select it twice. Try to use, very specific keywords because that will help your community. Description, I'm gonna just put test 777. Category, I'm gonna just put it art since it's just a test. It's a free category and I don't have a file, so we're just gonna create a community. And what happened here? What did I miss? Oh, because it have to be 0, I believe. Let's see. Oh, actually, let me try something. Yep, $1 here. Create the community. Okay. Oh, it was because the name was already taken. Okay.
There you go.
So give me 1 second. Let me just
Do
put
4 sevens.
yeah, I'm gonna do exactly test 1, 2, 3, 4.
And for anyone else who has their name already taken, then just be creative and add an extension or a prefix.
Yeah, it's pointing to another community that might be already created. So I gotta talk to. It's already been taken. Oh, this is interesting. So I guess our team decided
Maybe
to,
just open up yours, the one that you had already created, just to show the different stages.
yes. I guess they did some sort of update here on the name. So I created a community. So I'm gonna go there now, right here, and let's just go here and edit that community.
Perfect.
So yeah, this is the page. And you know what? Let's just update it. So let me just make sure that this is saving normally. Yeah, this is saving rather right.
Yeah,
So
so there's just some, yeah.
I need to make sure that certain parameters are actually addressed because we couldn't do anything with the test. So that's probably something that we discussed and they're updating. But this is pretty much the area that you have. You have your members, your picture, your logo. It could be anything you want. And then here you can actually add all the information from your students, any instructions. Here you can have your discussions. If you have a frequently asked questions, you can add them here. And then, of course, any comments, and of course, your courses right here. And obviously, your calendar will show here, so your members can actually see the calendar. Now, let me go back, and let's just add some sort of course really quickly. Let me just do, we were doing this one. So let me just go here. To add a course, guys, you need to, inside of your community, which says Edit Community, add a course. So we're going to add a course and go here to course details. For some reason, still in my computer does not show the first step. So I'm going to add just some sort of subject. How to paint with crayons.
I like it.
Something creative, something quick. Short description, how great with crayons. Choose category, of course, is going to be let's say design. Course level is going to be very advanced because of course we're dealing with crayons. And course time is going to be 3 hours. Course price is 0 or whatever price you want. If you want to offer any discounts, you can actually enable that and offer that. Let's say I'm going to put 3 here and I'm going to put 5 here. And then you can add the complete description of the actual course. Then you want to click next. And then you can actually add your course media. So we can create, you can add any kind of image or upload any video. So let me just go here and just look for any YouTube video from, let's say from Groove. And let's see if we have anything with crayons, but I don't think we have anything with crayons at all. But
No crayon.
let's just do.
What about the affiliate pages demo? Just grab that one.
Ah, there you go. That's perfect. So we're going to copy the actual link. And then we're going to go back here And we're going to just put the URL video. Now, remember, guys, not only YouTube is actually allowed. You can actually upload videos from Group Video, from Vimeo, from Loom, as well as from YouTube. So let's just now make sure the video preview is working. Let's see next.
And just to be clear, so this is for the landing page of your course. It's the image of your course or the video to present your course.
Present your course, correct. Yeah. Yes, thank you, Amanda. That's the reason why you're here, because I knew that I'll probably miss something as important as that. So yes, and that will be kind of just the presentation of the video. So be mindful of that, guys, that whenever you're uploading that video, you make sure that the video that you want to people to see as the first one, that's the one that you're going to do here in
your VSL.
Exactly. So next, we're going to add a module. So you want to create a module for the course. So I'm going to type in the basics, save the module. Now, within the module that we just named the basics, we're going to add chapter. And I'm just going to say chapter 1. Chapter 1. Okay. How to start. And did I press something here? Let me see. Add courses.
And you can just click right on curriculum and it should open it up.
Let me see. Oh, okay. The basics. Let me see if the module is saved. Okay. Add chapter. Did I say chapter 1 or 2? Let me see if I press something that I shouldn't have pressed. Okay, now it's here. I probably pressed a key combination in my keyboard.
Probably,
and it closed that. Now let's just click add lesson. So lesson name is going to be the basics.
Melting your crayons.
There you go. Melting your crayons. So you can burn yourself.
Oh, don't do
and
that.
Then you can add on that lesson, you can add either a quiz, a video, a PDF, audio, or any file that you got. So let's just add a PDF. Do I have any PDF that I could use? Then enter the topic name. Let's just put a reference document. Once you click here, you can add any document. So let's see if we have any PDF that we can. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
I do have one.
Perfect.
And has nothing to do with painting with crayons, but hey, you can unlock your business potential. So description, melting crayons. We're going to click save topic. And now the selected lesson ID is invalid. Okay. Let me see why is that. Save topic. Seems to have a little bug here. So let's take a look what it's going on here with the melting crayons and the PDF. Let me just change the name. And let's just add another video, see if that will make any difference. Save topic. Okay, now the video. So we gotta take a look at what is going on with adding the PDF again. Let me just add one here. Let me just do new guideline. Let's just choose the file. Let's just locate a document. I think I just lost it again. Let me just in the downloads.
Do you want to just maybe do the video again for now?
Yeah, let me just, I already found this here.
Okay.
So love across the miles. Okay, no, it's something definitely going on. I have to talk to the team because the selected lesson ID is invalid. So we definitely have to take a look at that, and I'll have it addressed for next week. But pretty much, let me just do a quiz. Quiz description. Let's just do quiz number 1. Quiz description, testing your melting
crayon skills.
Crayon skills. Save topic. Now quiz 1, and then we're gonna update the topic. And now I might need your help here, Amanda.
Okay.
where do I add the questions? Because I have the quiz. Oh, I have to do it from the.
You have to do it from the other area. So you have just press. So not in there yet. That is something Ankit was working on.
Yes.
It's when you actually go to the course in your own profile dashboard
Correct.
area.
Yep.
You can add it for now, but you might want to save it.
You right on the.
So look at your courses. Yeah, I don't think you saved it. So.
I didn't save it. Guys, this is exactly what not to do.
It's okay. We will do an updated version later when it's working.
Yes. Yeah, because it kind of threw me off the whole situation with the PDF.
Yeah.
And as you guys know, this is a work in progress, and we will definitely just take a look at all those kinks. And if you experience anything like that, please do let us know at support@groovedetail.com. Okay. So I think I just kind of, since in the lieu of time, I know Simon also just give me a signal, guys. So what we're going to do, I'll definitely just going to do a more comprehensive training next week when we do the update. So we make sure that all the things here that unfortunately did not run the way that it should be, we can correct them and make sure that are updated.
For anyone new, the benefits of Courses GG is that you have your course membership, but then you have a community level. So you won't need like a private Facebook group, so which can, distract. Like it's all in one area. And now Courses GG will be free with a higher percentage retained for the payment of your courses. Or if you are a Scale member, then it's a reduced, it's in your benefit.
Exactly. And again, guys, it is a work in progress. And as Mike have mentioned in time and time again, these things might happen. And we're here to make sure they're corrected. And we appreciate your support and your help. And well, with that said, Amanda, my time is up. And now I am going to bring a good friend of mine, a guy that is an inspiration. So I'm going to remove this thing here. And I'm going to bring to the stage Mr. Simon Leong to continue for today's training and today's update. So Simon, how are you, my friend?
Good, man. Thank you, Mr. John. Thank you, Amanda. Great session. Nice live demos. Learn something new from you guys and gals every single time.
Yeah, well, thank you, my friend. Now we're going to learn something from you and Amanda. So if you want to stick around in the background, that would be great.
I'll be in the background for any
Awesome.
apps that I'm familiar with if you want anything.
Perfect. Now, Simon, the stage is yours, my friend. I know you're going to talk about how to continue to promote and use a lot of the resources. And I know you have a bunch of stuff under your sleeve. So take it away, my friend. Guys, on my end, I'll make sure that everything that we discussed today and make those little corrections in the app happen for next week. So we will be seeing you soon, and have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, John.
Very cool. Thank you, John. Thank you, Amanda. Let's give them both a huge round of virtual applause inside of the chat. We do see you. Brad says hello. MMG Vision, I think is Pierre saying hello. Brad also saying hello. Mo, and so many more. So let's keep that interaction coming. I need the energy. It is 2:36 a.m. for me right now, so that's why it's a little bit darker than normal. But it is an exciting topic that we're going to be talking about, which is, of course, affiliate marketing. Just out of curiosity, how many of you are excited to promote ScaleGG when we officially launch next week? Give me a yes inside the comments if you're excited, because I just got word from the man himself, Mr. Mike Philson. I said, hey, man, when are we going to be able to start promoting our affiliate links? And he just said Monday. All right. So if you're ready for a Monday launch, if you're ready to start sharing information, a big part of any launch out there is, of course, the pre-launch phase as well. That's why I don't know how many of you joined us the last time that we were on live talking about affiliate marketing. On that topic, we talked about doing live streams in a very similar way, live events like we're doing right now, right? So with all of that, everything is designed for us to continue to build, continue to groom our audience, build relationships, and really that know, like, and trust thing that we talked about last time. If you come out of nowhere suddenly, right, on Monday, and they had never seen anything from you about entrepreneurship, about marketing, about tools, about AI, what's this scale.gg thing that you're suddenly talking about right now? Well, there's no history, right? There's nothing that's been built. There's no relationship. There's no like, and trust. That's why if Monday is coming up in just a few days' time for us to officially promote our affiliate links, now is just the time, just as good a time as ever to begin the process of this pre-launch phase, the pre-promotion. So if you haven't gone live already, make sure that you start doing that. You don't have to introduce ScaleGG in your very first 1 or 2 or even 3 different live streams or live events. Simply share about your experiences. Talk about stories. Talk about, hey, I'm embarking upon this kind of journey. And so with that is all a part of the pre-promotions, right? And with that, though, one thing that I think is very important for all of us to know is while you are in the pre-launch phase, let me go ahead and share my screen here with you right now. If you haven't already, make sure that you do check out scale.gg/JV. Once again, that's scale.gg/JV. Sharing that right there inside of the comments for you. And of course, highlighting it on the screen as well, because this is where you would go to actually log in. Now, Mike was actually checking this out a little bit earlier. He was saying that something was wrong with the widget, or he was logged in and it wasn't really working. I think right now it might be like a hit and a miss kind of thing, because logging in directly into the widget, it is something that is currently working for me. Okay, so go ahead and give that a shot, scale.gg/JV. But again, because we're not yet ready for your promotions until Monday, right now, you can see that there's nothing in the swipes, there's nothing in the blog reviews, there's nothing in any of the other promotional tools right now. However, this is where you would go come Monday to actually copy this, okay? And this right here will be your affiliate link. That is something that you will be promoting at a later time. In the meantime, if you're still kind of wondering, so during the pre-promotions, what is it that I should be doing at this point in time? I would say, let's not waste any time, okay? Let's start building that relationship. Let's start building that rapport with your audience and start educating them about the potential of what it is that you're doing. So even though we're not exactly doing too much right now on the promotion standpoint, one thing that I do want to invite you to do is something that we like to do at a lot of our live events. It's a challenge. Last time we gave you another challenge, right? Your challenge, should you choose to accept it, is to go live today. You don't have to go live, but because we want to start building our rapport with our social media following, I want to invite you to do a challenge called the selfie challenge. All right, because when you do a selfie challenge, and if you don't know what a selfie challenge is, it's basically you in front of the screen right now, in front of the computer, in front of the display, your monitor, and you take a selfie, okay, with the phone in front of the computer, and you're just sharing a little bit about your experience. Oh, I am learning about an online course platform today, or today I'm learning about affiliate marketing, or I'm so excited to be embarking on this brand new journey on a launch that's going to be happening next week. You know, so think of whatever kind of angle that you want to embark on and start providing these kinds of teaser videos or teaser images or teaser selfie photographs, because that's what's going to capture people's interest. And so if you want to take a look at an example I'm seeing worked for me, scale.gg/JV worked for me. If you want to see an example, I want to invite you, actually, if you haven't already, go ahead and connect with me on social media. You can see that from time to time. We do have different live events, live streams, and when we do, we want to invite our friends to actually do the selfie challenge, right? You see the selfie challenge here right now on my Facebook page right here. Okay, so you can see over here that we have a selfie challenge from one individual who is apparently very excited. He looks excited, right? About learning. Here's another one. Learning never stops. Every step forward adds to the journey of knowledge. So you get the idea, right, about what a selfie challenge actually is. So I want to invite you to do something very similar. Tag me if you want. Tag John Garcia if you want. Tag Amanda. Tag Mike. If we're all connected, it will be a great way, in fact, for us to not only get to know you if we haven't had the chance to connect just yet, but if we scroll down and take a closer look at some of these selfie challenges, you will see that just like any other kind of engagement, any other kind of interaction on your social media, people will see it. Like this gentleman, he posted a selfie challenge and he's got 21 engagements. 21 engagements, which, by the way, each and every single person who engaged, it's your opportunity, isn't it, to reach out to them, even if it's just to say hi, learn what it is that he or she are up to, and say, hey, you know what, I'm going to be doing this really cool launch that's happening next week, or there's going to be a really cool webinar that's going to be happening in a few days, or one of my mentors, he's going to be training later on in a live stream. Would you like to join and maybe see if it's something that you're interested in, right? So on top of people who interacted, which is a great way, a selfie challenge, this is a great for you to reach out to them and then eventually send them your affiliate link. You can also see that there are people who will leave you comments, who will say, hey, how great is it to do what you're doing? You know, some people may even ask for more information. Some people will say, hey, can I learn more? Because this person is being specific, right? I want to learn more. I am learning about using faceless videos using AI. Now, just out of curiosity, how many of you would also be interested in learning how to use AI for videos, faceless marketing, social media? If you would, type in AI inside the comments, because I might just have a surprise for you. Now, if you scroll down a little bit more, you can see that this person has a little bit more in terms of interaction, right? Another selfie challenge. Yet this time, this person has about 30 interactions, engagements, and 6 comments. This person has 2 comments and 23 interactions. So the more we post, and this is inclusive of social media, this is inclusive of whether it's an image, a selfie challenge, you know, a photograph, or even if you're doing videos, it makes sense, right? The more often that you post, the more exposure that you're going to have for your content, for your promotions, more opportunity, in fact, for you to build that know, like, and trust. Your know, like, and trust. So keep that in mind. So social media, doing the selfie challenge, this is one of the ways that we can do to start building that rapport, getting that interest out, right? Start attracting the kinds of people that you think or know would be interested in the Scale.gg offer, and wait until next week before we actually, you know, pull the trigger and say, hey, this is something that you want to check out right now. You know, wait for the swipe files, wait for the emails, wait for the other promotional tools. We got still a few days, right, before we officially have that launch available for the JV partner. So yes, we still have several days, in fact, to continue to build these kinds of relationships. So post more, you know, selfie challenges. The next time Mike goes on live, the next time John Garcia goes on live, Amanda goes on live, talks to you about courses.gg, talks to you about all the live demos, you know, Groove Pages, AI, and everything that is available within the Scale Plus platform. Each and every single one of those, also another opportunity for you to promote. Now, let's take a look at another way that you can promote. If we actually go on Google, right? We're not talking about SEO today. Don't worry, because SEO is going to be so much longer than just like a 30-minute or 60-minute kind of session. We'll probably need to go hours, if not days, into it. So maybe there will be a time, And maybe there will be a place. If you are interested in learning more about SEO, let me know inside of the comments by typing in SEO. Maybe we'll plan something for you in the future, but definitely not during the launch phase, because we want to focus specifically on your actions, right? In what you can do to take action today to get some of these results. And I'm kind of preaching to the choir, right? Because Amanda's there, in the background, and she's like, I know this SEO stuff, and I know this YouTube stuff. So maybe one day, Amanda, we can join forces and provide some amazing value to the fellow Groovesters over here. But even if you take a look, right, a real random search on groove.cm outside of what is available on page 1, number 1, which is of course groove.cm, what you will notice is that following that, not only is page 1, number 2, the actual groove.cm YouTube channel, but as you scroll down, what you will see is that there are just videos after videos after videos, and of course followed by social media, but most likely, right, a ton of videos and a ton of video content that is super effective. And that's why these affiliates do it. If you take a look at some of these people who have been promoting Groove, right? And the reason why they're at the very top of the search engines is because they've made it a habit to continue to provide content and training and value on the topic of Groove. So when we do a search for groove.cm, you will see, listing after listing after listing of video after video after video. And the reason why you see a lot of that content is now that we go to YouTube, right, and do a search for groove.cm over there, it's not surprising, right? Because Groove as a brand has been around ever since 2020, right? Even in 2019, that was when Groove Carts actually first launched. And so when it comes to the groove.cm brand, the Groove Funnels brand, that's been around for the better part of the past 5 or 6 years. And that's why when you do a search for groove.cm or Groove or Groove Funnels on the actual YouTube platform, you're going to see a lot of content that may be related to what we're talking about, right? Not only from the Groove YouTube channel, but as you scroll down, you will also see, people like Amy Vo, who was a big part of the community. This is another gentleman, I don't remember his name, but I think he was a teacher or something, but another supporter of Groove. And you're going to see a lot of these, right? Marketing Never Sleeps, Groove for Growth, and so many more. Now, this gentleman, 30-minute marketing. So with groove.cm, there's definitely a lot of affiliates who have created a ton of content over the years. And with that, the reason why they do it is because video content works. If you want to build a brand for yourself, if you want to do training, if you want to do reviews, anything from live demos to showing you software by software or saying this app, you can create a full funnel with it and this is how you do it. There's probably 1,001 different ways that you can start using this to create videos and leverage that with affiliate marketing, right? So with that, keep that in mind. With videos, video marketing is absolutely awesome. You can leverage that to start promoting, to start providing value, to start educating. This is all a great way for you to start building that rapport that we just talked about before. Now, here's the thing though. Groove as a brand, having been around for the better part of the past 5 or 6 years, this might mean that it could be just a little bit competitive. But we do have some good news, and it's not any good news that you don't already know. In fact, we already know that groove.cm has been kind of either rebranded as a community, if you want to call it that, or perhaps a part of a product within a brand new ecosystem that is called ScaleGG, right? That's why this is all called the SCALEATHON, not the Groovathon anymore, because it's been rebranded. So when we go to YouTube and we do the exact same search, this time, scale.gg, what you'll notice is that outside of just the few videos the several videos that we have uploaded recently, the live streams that we've been doing recently over the past few weeks that we're calling the SCALEATHON, the short videos that this one uploaded was just 8 hours ago. You know, the very similar Sora to funny videos that feature Mike Phil Same, right? I don't know how many of you actually follow this channel. You should turn on those notifications, by the way, if you haven't had the chance to do so. We just uploaded this video with President Mike Phil Same crashing the White House to announce ScaleGG, right? So we're going to be creating actually a series of similar kinds of videos, not just because they're funny, not because it's fun and it's entertaining, but because videos work. It works for branding, it works for promotion, it works for creating that value, whether it's entertainment value, whether it's comedic value, whether it's educational value or content value or any kind of value, right? These are the kinds of videos that allow us to build the rapport with our audience. And so with a lot of the strategies that we're using, we're also cutting down a lot of the long 1 hour, 2 hour scale-a-thons that Mike Phil Same creates whenever he is on live. And we also have like 60 seconds or less type of shorts that are created from this as well. So like 1 day ago, right, this was uploaded very recently, new branding explained ScaleGG alongside with Groove Digital and Monarch, which is the brand new company. Mike explained it, you know, as part of like a 1 hour or 2 hour or 3 hour live. We cut that into 60-minute shorts. So that is yet another opportunity that you can use to create additional content. As you scroll down a little bit, you'll see some of the live streams that were recently created. The SCALEATHON Intermission, I think it was 13 days ago that Amanda as well as John Garcia gave another very exciting training on courses.gg. And you'll see that as you scroll down, there's really not much more, right? Outside of the live streams, outside of the shorts that we created, which means that there is a huge open opportunity for you right now, especially if you made it a point to be here live in real time with us. ScaleGG as a brand is wide open. So if you want to start today, you want to create your own shorts, you want to create your own content, you want to, you know, leverage AI to a certain extent that you know how, to be able to create more content that builds the rapport, that does the pre-teasing before the launch actually happens next week. Create some funny videos, use Sora too, right? Use whatever other tools that you might be familiar with, create that content on your channel. Guess what? By the time that this hits prime time, and by the time that people are finally searching for ScaleGG, they will see your content right here on YouTube, and they'll also see it on google.com as well. Okay, so the best time when it comes to leveraging on opportunities, on trends, on brand new things is before something actually launches. We know that ScaleGG is going to be big. It's going to be huge. We'll have JV partners. We have internal launches. We'll have external launches. We'll be running ads right now. Not too many people are even promoting it, right? Not too many people outside of the ScaleGG/Groove.cm team, company, community, all the content basically are coming from us, right? At the corporate level. Imagine, just like with Groove.cm, you start scrolling down and you start seeing ScaleGG reviews, which right now is non-existent. ScaleGG live demos, which right now is non-existent. ScaleGG affiliate program, which right now also non-existent. Are you seeing the opportunity? It is wide open completely. If you see the opportunity and you are absolutely going to do this, you see the possibilities, you see the potential, you're going to take action on this. Type in action inside of the comments. Amanda says, absolutely happy to help everyone learn how to master YouTube SEO. We'll even throw in Google SEO on that, as well as conversion. You know, this is definitely something that we would love to provide in terms of the opportunities that we have. That yeah, huge opportunity. And this is coming from a YouTube expert, an SEO expert, right? Huge opportunity. Get ready to outrank even me. Do you want to outrank Amanda? If you want to do that, right, type in "want" inside of the comments. Here's the other thing though. This isn't just another training where we'll show you what the opportunity is and what you can do, and this is how you should get started right now. How many of you want to see a live demo of an actual video creation process? An actual video creation process that will allow you to use AI to generate videos for free. Do you like free? If you like free, type in "free" inside of the comments. I'm not just talking about 8-second, 9-second Sora videos. I'm not talking about some boring educational videos. I'm talking about the kinds of videos that you would probably need to invest $50, $100 a month, those kind of quality caliber, except this tool is free. You know, let's take a step back for just a moment. If you're talking about AI tools, especially for videos, I'm not going to name any of them right now, but I will tell you that if it's an AI tool that is paid, that is used, has any kind of popularity, and people have been talking about it, I've probably and most likely personally tested it out, paid real money, subscription, everything. Some of them even costing an arm and a leg, like $50 or $100 for those of us who are a global community. I'm talking about $100 USD a month, and they give you extremely limited credits, like enough credits to maybe create 5 or 10 usable videos. And even if the credits are, you know, being used to create content that cannot be used, like it's just really bad rendering, it hallucinates, it's bad content, it generates stuff that you simply cannot use, it will still take that credit and it won't give it to you back. So you're basically wasting like 90% of a lot of your credits, and it's not usable at any given form. Now, today, I want to show you something that I use that you can probably use to replicate a lot of these different kinds of videos, which we call YouTube Shorts. Okay, how many of you want to see that? If you do, type in "want," W-A, in fact, type in AI inside of the comments, because that's exactly what we're going to be talking about, right? So Salman says free, Brad says free, we love free, right? Sonia is also in the house, great to see you. So yes, this is something that we can get started today, and there is no obligation whatsoever for any kind of investment into the tool. Now, I'm going to introduce to you a tool that you have probably already heard of. But the reason why I want to share this with you is because even though it may not be the best top tool out there on the market, maybe it's not the best quality, or maybe it cannot do some of the things, in hindsight, is good enough for us to actually do what we need to accomplish. Do what we need to accomplish. I'll show you more about what I mean in just a moment. But the tool that I want to introduce to you is called CapCut. How many of you have heard of CapCut? CapCut is famous for its video editing capabilities. It's famous for being able to easily do video editing and adding effects and cutting images and doing all these amazing things, right? So with a lot of people, they use CapCut for the purpose of editing videos because that's what it's best known for. Now, once you go to CapCut.com, okay, and you sign up for an account for free, by the way, what you'll notice really quickly is that this goes way beyond just video editing. In fact, more brand new features get added all the time. Right over here, you will see a brand new tool called Free AI Video Maker. Right over here, right? It says Free AI Video Maker. So if I click on Free AI Video Maker, this will open up this AI Video Maker, and it'll say, welcome to the free all-in-one AI Video Maker. I don't know, maybe they've been doing some research on ScaleGG, because all-in-one, right? That term sounds a little bit familiar, right? Scale.gg, Groove.cm, we're all the all-in-one platforms. Now, if you scroll down though, you'll see a couple different options. Number one, this one that says Instant AI Video. When you click on Instant AI Video, what you'll notice is that there are already a lot of what they call styles, different styles of videos that you can create. Now, take a step back for a moment, right? If you simply want to build a YouTube channel, you want to build a TikTok channel or an Instagram page or Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever else, Threads, X.com, by using a lot of these different video creators, you can actually create whatever kind of theme that you want. For example, if you want to use something like realistic theme or realistic film, that is the name of the actual style, everything that it generates is basically going to give you that realistic theme, realistic film type of theme. In addition, for example, cartoon not 3D, you will see a lot of different AI images that are cartoon 3Ds. As you scroll through, you'll see a lot of additional options. Whimsical. There's also urban sketches and crayon, dark deco. In fact, there's so many, you can probably just go in there yourself and check it out, right? Close-ups, there's sport games, GTA 4 for those of you who are into gaming. There's also ink watercolors, futuristic, you name it, right? Lots of different kinds. Fluffy 3D, dynamic, Bible, if you want to go religious and spiritual, right? 90s pixel, claymation. There's even like scary stories if you want to do like all of the spooky stuff, right? And US comics, you get the idea. There's just a whole bunch of different themes that you can use. So in hindsight, like this particular tool, we can probably use this to create whatever kinds of videos that we want. If you scroll down a little bit more over here, you'll also see that we have the capability to choose what kind of aspect ratio we want our videos to be. So if you want a regular video, which we call landscape or 16:19, right? Right over here, you have the 16:19 selection. If you want the kind that we saw moments ago, which are shorts, they're short videos, less than 60 seconds. Those are usually, as we can go back over here and see, right? These are what we call portrait mode, or 9:16 is basically, you know, just like the shape of a mobile phone. So if you want to use that, you can choose 9:16 here as well. Next, there's two different options. If you want to enter in a script yourself, right? And you say, I want this video to actually say whatever, you can copy and paste your script here. You can type it in here. It's all up to you. You can also, if you're lazy, and by the way, how many of you are lazy? If you're lazy just like me, type in lazy inside the comments. If you're lazy, you can actually ask it to generate a script for you. So you can say, I want to have a video that promotes an all-in-one platform called ScaleGG and see what it comes up with, right? So you can actually do that if you want. Scroll down a little bit more, and what you'll notice are a couple additional options. This is the voiceover. And just to give you an idea on what some of these voiceovers sound like, some of them are kind of over the top extreme because, you know, you saw the themes, right? Some of them are like kids stories, some of them are like Legos, some of them are like Roblox, some of them are like video games, some of them are like cartoons. So you're gonna see a lot of different kinds of voices that may be able to adapt and be suitable for these kinds of videos. So let's take a listen at what some of these sounds like. Some of these voices sound like. Wahoo, wahoo. Let's see what this sounds like.
Welcome to creating voiceovers.
So kind of serious, but a little bit cheesy. Holiday twist.
Welcome to creating
Wow, that sounds more like a like a clown kind of story, right? Let's hear some additional ones.
Welcome to creating voiceovers.
So they got accents good for storytelling, maybe fairy tales and things like that, right?
Welcome to creating voiceovers.
You get the idea.
Welcome to creating voiceovers.
Oh, now we got some Asian accents going on.
Welcome to Creating Voiceovers.
Many of these are new, by the way. Many of these are brand new. We haven't really heard of them before, but this gives you a lot of different additional options for you to play around with whatever kinds of videos you want to create. Here's the detective.
Welcome to Creating Voiceovers.
So it sounds more like an anime, like a Japanese anime cartoon kind of detective, right? Yukiko sounds like a Japanese name. So let's hear what this sounds like.
Welcome to Creating Voiceovers.
So if you want to create like a story with like evil witches or stuff like that, right? So you get the idea. There's definitely a lot of different ones. If you want someone who is just a little bit more serious, Michael Mouse, I'm assuming it's like Mickey Mouse.
Welcome to Creating Voiceovers.
Yeah, so probably not one that we want to use, but serious male. Serious male number 3. In fact, let's see what this sounds like.
Welcome to Creating Voiceovers.
So probably more along the lines, right, of the kind of maybe inspirational, motivational, storytelling kind of videos. That would be serious male number 3. And Blake, I believe, is a woman voice.
Welcome to Creating Voiceovers.
Yeah, so if you want something like that, these are different options that you can play around with. Now, just so that you know, whatever one that you choose, you can always change it later on if you want to. So no issues about picking one and sticking to it at this point in time. Finally, what you will notice over here is that there is an option for you to choose how long you want your video to be. By default, it's 1 minute, which is good because our 60-second or less short videos need to be 1 minute or less, right? So with 1 minute, that's probably the one that I would choose. But as you can see, if you want even longer videos, there's 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and even 10 minutes as well. So for the purpose of this particular demonstration, right, I want to show you that these are different options that you have. You can choose the different templates. You can choose the different themes, generate the script, choose your voice, choose the length. But I have yet another question for you. Just out of curiosity, how many of you are even lazier than that? Like if you ask me, this is pretty darn easy already, right? How many of you are lazier than that? If you're lazier and want to do even less, type in lazier inside of the comments. Brad is asking, do they leave a watermark on the free videos? You will see, Brad. You will see. In fact, let me just tell you right now, I don't see any watermark. There is no watermark from what I'm able to tell. So free to use as much as you want. Unlike the sort of videos, unlike a lot of the different things that we have been using, even like Heijen, for example, like the free trials, there's always that watermark, right? And that's why it's a very legitimate question. But of course, with this, there is no watermark. So that's the really cool thing. So yes, very cool. Lazier, right? If you're lazy like me, when you scroll down, what you'll see is that there are actually templates that have been done for us already. So you don't have to go through and find the different templates. You don't have to go through and choose the voice, choose the captions, how you want it to sound, how you want it to look like. In fact, even the background music has already been created for us as well. So if you want to take a look at this, right, and it says new templates, these are the ones that are already done. So now, if let's say I want to find something that makes sense for us to promote, let's say ScaleGG, right? This one is a moral story. By the way, if you want to listen to this, there is a little mute button over here. If I click on that, you'll be able to hear the video itself.
Noticed an elderly woman struggling to feed the pigeons.
Yes, so you see, it's not bad, right?
This boy is so happy. He just won first place in a national...
This one is cartoon characters.
Once upon a time, there was a little Jack Corgi dog who lived with his human Lucy.
Right, so there's all these different
They
stories
say-
because we are in the story category. This one sounds a little bit
They
spooky.
say, if you drive down the back roads of Butler County...
So like an urban legend, scary story.
In a forgotten town nestled among ancient hills, there lived a peculiar old man.
That one sounds pretty creepy as well, right? But if let's say I want to promote ScaleGG, I might want to go into something like educational. Let's take a look at what they have. Top 5 travel destinations. So I might want to do something like top 5 AI strategies that you might want to test out now, right? So just an idea. Truth about Omega-3, the man behind Marvel. So this is more of a story as well. But you can play around and check out some of these. They even got talking avatars. Check this out.
You wash your face every day, but here's the truth. Most people are doing it wrong.
This one is a little kid cartoon.
Get ready to have your mind blown with these 5 physics facts you don't.
Not bad, right? So let's take a look at inspiration. And over here, we see a couple of different ones. Inspirational quotes. Let's see for that.
Success is not a destination, it's a journey. These words ring true for every dreamer and achiever.
The greatest victories come from the toughest battles.
How many of you have seen similar kind of motivational videos? Like motivational videos that's supposed to get people pumped up, motivate them, get them to take action, get them to persevere and to not give up. Like these types of videos are extremely, extremely popular. And they have a huge audience of marketers, entrepreneurs, people who are into fitness, people who are into, dieting and whatever other niche. They watch and listen to this kind of content because they need motivation in their lives, right? So if, let's say, for example, I want to create this kind of video.
Success is not a destination, it's a journey.
Remember, this is a template that is already done for us, right? And Brad is absolutely right. He says they get a lot of views, tons of views, right? And there's a ton of them online as well, which means that you should also jump on that bandwagon, right? Why not? The whole reason why so many people don't get started with it in the first place is because they think the traditional way, right? Oh, if I'm to create videos like that, I got to create the script. I got to write out, what to say. I got to speak it, sound motivating. I got to edit the videos. And usually it takes hours, if not days, for you to create one single video that is like 1 or 2 minutes in length. It takes a lot of time traditionally, doesn't it? And if you think about AI, well, I'm not sure what AI tools are going to be worthy of it. I know of many AI tools, and I was talking to somebody, one of my students yesterday, and she was like, you're telling me about a free AI tool. I use a lot of free AI tools, she said, and these free AI tools, a lot of them suck. Free AI tools suck, she says. And so, to each his or her own. Maybe she hasn't really seen the kind of tools that we use, but just because a tool sucks, it doesn't necessarily mean that only free tools suck. I'm sure many of us have also used paid tools, ones that charge an arm and a leg, that are expensive, that are not worth it, and still those videos also suck, right? So would you rather have videos that suck that you pay for, or would you rather have videos that maybe suck or maybe doesn't suck that are absolutely free? I think we still want to use free, right? But when you take a look at what is available for free over here, I'm sure you'll agree, these videos don't suck. I don't think they suck. This is actually pretty good, right? So
Success
if I actually want to use this, and Brad says, I've got 7 faceless channels that bring in some very good money, right? So faceless channels absolutely work for sure. All I gotta do, let me mute this because I keep hearing the video itself, right? If you want to use this template, all you gotta do is click on it. And now, as you can see, we got no other options whatsoever other than saying inspirational quotes, create a video about ... And right over here, it fills in the blank, right? Success quotes to motivate you. Now, if I want, and I am lazy, I'm just gonna leave it as is. It already filled in the blank for us, right? Success quotes to motivate you. So if I don't want to do anything, all I gotta do is click over here on where it says create, and that's it. But if, let's say, you have an idea, success motivation for entrepreneurs, internet marketing success, right? Create a video about making money online. Fill in the blank. It will actually just create the entire video for you, inclusive of the scripts, inclusive of the voiceover, inclusive of the captions, inclusive of the background music, inclusive of the images and graphics and everything else. And all you need to do is review the changes. How many of you like the idea of that? How many of you think that's pretty darn cool? If you think that's cool, type in cool inside of the comments. So for the sake of this example, because we don't have much time left, I'm going to share with you what this looks like if we just fill in the blank success quotes to motivate you. Okay, I didn't even type that in. It was just by there by itself. And the really cool thing is that every time that you use this kind of prompt, it will always create a different video and a different script for you. So you can use the same prompt over and over again. If you're lazy, just like me, this is perfect for someone like you. All right. So now, if I want to create this video, all I got to do right down here, you see this button, right? I've done absolutely nothing except to choose the actual template, click on create. This is the part that usually takes the longest time. I tell people we can create a video within 5 minutes. Like I can create a video within 3 minutes. But what I don't tell people is that about 3, maybe 4 minutes and 50 seconds of it is actually just the AI doing its thing. If it takes like 10 seconds or 15 seconds for me to actually type in the prompt and what I want, and in this case, if I wasn't talking, just click, right? I can probably just do that in about 5 or 10 seconds. And depending on how fast your computer is, depending on the speed of your internet, depending on the system itself on CapCut, that may decipher how long it takes for this video to be completed. But so far, right, it's been less than 60 seconds and it's done already. This entire video is done for us already. How many of you think that's pretty darn fast? If you think that's fast and it's great, type in fast inside of the comments. Type in inside of the comments. Amanda says, one of my YouTube students first introduced me to CapCut and he's totally rocking it. Yeah, this is a great tool. Fantastic work. Awesome, Brad. So with that, you can see this is already done for us. Now, if we want to eventually use this to promote something, obviously, we're going to want to make some tweaks in just a short while. I'll show you that tweak in just a moment's time. But if I take a look at this, this is the script that's been created for us already. Hey, everyone, feeling a bit stuck, like you need that extra push to get you going? Don't worry, we all have these days. Sometimes it takes a few powerful words to reignite that fire inside those. So as you can see, a motivational message has already been created for us. How many of you are curious and want to see what video this actually created? If you want to see that, type in SEE inside of the comments. This 1-minute video has just been created for us in less than 60 seconds. Let's check it out.
Hey everyone, feeling a bit stuck? Like you need that extra push to get going? Don't worry, we all have those days. Sometimes all it takes is a few powerful words to reignite that fire inside. Let's start with this one from the legendary Vince Lombardi. The only place success comes before work is in the dictionary. It's so true, right? There are no shortcuts to achieving your dreams. It's all about the effort you put in. And how about this gem from Winston Churchill? Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. This is a huge reminder that setbacks are just part of the journey. What truly matters is your resilience and your decision to keep moving forward no matter what. So, take these words with you today. Remember that your hard work matters and your courage is your greatest asset. You've got this. If you enjoyed this little dose of motivation, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.
And it even has that little call to action at the end, right? So, I mean, I don't know about you, but for a free tool and something that you can create as many videos as you want without, Brad, any watermark, how many of you think that is pretty good so far? Now, of course, if you want to make a little bit tweaks, you can, right? You can make changes to the voiceover. If you don't like the voice, we can always change it right over here. Remember what we said before, right? You can always make these changes. I probably wouldn't do like an Elmo looking. Let's see what this sounds like.
Welcome to creating.
I probably wouldn't use something like that for a motivational video, but how many of you think that was pretty darn cool? Melvin is saying, awesome. Yeah, it is actually pretty awesome, but I would probably make a few tweaks to it. You know, if you're lazy like me, right? And you're like, I don't have time. I'm just gonna create all these different videos. You can just basically export it the way that it is, and it's probably good enough. But if you're nitpicky, you know, about certain things, like for example, the music. I want it to sound maybe just a little bit more motivational. It sounded a little bit somber to me, a little bit calm. Maybe it's more like a pep talk type of thing. I want it to sound motivational. So if you choose music, the really cool thing is just like how the video does not have the watermark, the music that is available in this library, they're all copyright free. So you can use it. There's no, what do they call this? Like sometimes you hear the music and then there's like this little voiceover that says the little brand. It's not like a watermark, but it's equivalent to that audioly. You know, if you know what I'm talking about, maybe you can help me out there in the comments. But you know what I'm talking about, right? They like a little brand name. You hear that in the actual music itself. That does not apply to any of these music. You don't hear any kind of any words or anything that makes it sound like it's copyrighted. In fact, not only are they not copyrighted, but the music, if I do say so myself, actually sounds pretty darn good. So let's show you some example. If I want something that is motivational, right? I can type in motivational music or motivational background. Like even if I just type in motivational, let's see what it gives us. Okay, you can start playing this. Maybe sounds a little bit more cartoony, right? Yes, that's right. Royalty free, K Business Academy. Let's hear this one. Not really. Let's hear this one. Okay, so when you type in motivation or motivational, usually it defaults to like the, I think corporate sounding type of, a little bit cheesy, a little bit corny, those kinds of corporate videos that we're kind of used to seeing, right? Now, what I've seen to work really well is if I type in something like epic or cinematic, because those gives you the really dramatic kind of videos that I tend to prefer for these kinds of videos. So if I do a search for epic cinematic, or actually epic motivational, right? This first one is called epic cinematic motivational. Let's see how that sounds like. A little bit more dramatic, right? Let's see this one. That's more along the lines of the kind of music that I want. So let's choose from a few more. Oh, this one's good too. See this one? Sounds more like an action movie. Not bad, right? So you get the idea. These kinds of music is probably the more so the kinds of background music that is suitable for this kinds of video, right? So if let's say I want to choose one of these, what is this one? Kind of dramatic, right? If let's say for the sake of this example, this is the one that I want, all I gotta do is click on this blue circle over here with the little plus sign. Once I click on that, it is now applied to the background music of this actual video. So if we listen to this one more time.
Hey everyone, feeling a bit stuck? Like you need that extra push to get going? Don't worry, we all have those days. Sometimes all it takes
sounds a little bit more motivational, right? What if we want to add this music instead?
Let's start with this one from the legendary Vince Lombardi. The only place success comes before work is in the dictionary.
How many of you think that sounds a whole lot better? If you think that sounds a whole lot better, type in better inside of the chats. Inside of the chats. Brad is asking, can you favorite them? Of course, you can favorite them. You can favorite a lot of the different things that might be available here, including the voices as well, like this button over here, right? Add to favorites. Wherever you see one of these add to favorites, you will be able to favorite the voice of your of your liking. You can favorite your favorite avatars, which all appear over here, and background music, and so much more. Amanda is asking, can we also edit full long form videos in CapCut or only the shorts versions? Can we also edit the full long form videos? Do you mean, Amanda, full videos that are already created and then create them into shorts? If that's what you're asking, the answer is yes. Also, if you're asking if we can create long form videos, the answer is also yes. The answer is also yes, because if we go back over here to the free AI video maker, remember what we shared with you earlier, right? Over here, you can create videos 3 minutes, 5 minutes, up to 10 minutes in length. And then you can also make it into landscape or 16:19. So you can absolutely create the long form videos as well. Hopefully that is your question. And if not, please clarify and I'll try and help you out with that as well. Oh, no, I mean edit long form videos that you have already recorded and still need to edit. Yep, so for sure. Let's see. This is going to go beyond the scope of what we're going to be talking about today. But if you do, of course, want to get additional training for affiliate marketing as well as videos, we are here to help. In addition to Instant AI video, what you'll notice are a couple other features, right? This one is called an avatar video. And then this one is called match media to scripts. Now, I don't know if it's over here. Maybe it's not under Video Maker. Let's go back over here to my projects. And again, they add a whole bunch of brand new things all the time. So what used to show up here doesn't really show up here so much anymore. But there is, and should be, not able to find this right now, but we'll go through another one. There is another feature. Maybe do a little bit. Let's go here and search for magic tools. Right here. You'll see that they do have this feature right over here called long video to shorts. Okay, so this is definitely an option that you can use. And the good news, as you can see over here, this one is also available for free. So hopefully that does answer your question. And yes, just like the scripts, it's able to do a lot of voiceovers and all that cool things as well. Yeah, so going back, right, I see a lot of betters and betters and betters. Now I don't really remember what you're talking about when it comes to better, but I'm assuming that it has to do with, oh yeah, the background music, right? So a lot of different additional changes that you can make. If you want to change, by the way, any one of the images that it's already generated, okay? Let's say, for example, this one. What you can do is click right over here. Yeah, I'm trying to zoom in and it moves the thing to the side. But what you can do is click right over here on the actual image itself. And what you'll see is an option called Replace. If I click on Replace, you will notice that there is a prompt that is already given for us. Okay, so this is a dynamic visual of glowing words rising like flames from an open book, symbolizing inspiration. Okay, so what this does is, because it says, okay, so the prompt is asking me to have a visual of glowing words, but we don't tell it what kind of words to actually input, right? It gives us some random word that it probably got from the prompt itself. So I don't know which one it is. Maybe it's inspire, maybe it's visual, maybe it's rising, maybe it's flames. But what we do know is that this is unreadable, right? It's not a real word. So if we want to be specific, and let's say I want to put in scale.gg, right? For the sake of this example, a dynamic visual of glowing words where is it? Right there, of the glowing word. And then if I want to say something in text, I will put that around quotes, okay? Quotes, and then I'll type in scale.gg. With AI, I'm sure many of us know, it's not always going to give us that perfect generation. Sometimes it's going to mess up. Sometimes it will do well. Sometimes it will be almost perfect, except for that one little thing. The really cool thing about this is that once you click on generate, it's actually going to give us not just one, not just two, but 4 different ones to actually choose from. And then if for whatever reason, none of the 4 are what we want, it's as easy as quite simply clicking on generate one more time. And as you can see, even with a simple prompt like this, it got this correctly, right? ScaleGG. How many of you think that looks pretty darn cool? ScaleGG. Here as well, ScaleGG. Here's the other one, ScaleGG. And here's the other one as well. This one, ScaleGG appears twice, so not a big fan of how this one turned out. But in terms of the other 3, ScaleGG emits a book of fire. I don't know about you, but I think it looks pretty darn cool, right? So for the sake of this demonstration, this example, let's just choose this one. Once you find one that you like, click Add to Scene. And as you can see, right now, this is...
Sometimes all it takes is a few powerful words to reignite that.
So this has now been replaced, right? So you can do this as many times as you want. You can do this for any of the other ones. I would probably replace some of these. That's the text of the quotes over here on the screen. It's probably because, most likely because within the prompt itself, it's unclear, right? It says text of the quote materializes on the screen. So again, it's just saying that I want you to have a quote materialize on the screen, but it doesn't tell you what the quote actually is. So that's why the quote is actually the prompt itself. All right. So if you want this to be a little bit more specific, like, again, scale.gg, put that in quotes, make that change, and that's all you need to do. So the same thing is going to go for all of these additional ones. And then the one thing, remember, the last thing that we want to do, and with every single video out there, every single marketing collateral, what you always want to end with is a very strong call to action. Now, I know that for this particular one, we already have a call to action. If you enjoyed this little dose of motivation, please give this video a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, right? That in itself is a pretty good call to action. But the thing is, for my video, for my purpose, I don't want the call to action this time to be click on like or subscribe or follow or whatever, right? So what I can do is I can replace this actual text right over here. All I got to do is highlight it, as you can see. And then let's say that I want to end it with one simple call to action following what all these things say, right? So take these words with you today. Remember that your hard work matters and your courage is your greatest asset. You've got this, right? The last thing that we want to say is get started now at ScaleGG. Add that call to action in there, right? For me, it's going to be ScaleGG. For you, it might be yourowndomainname.com. For you, it might be tinyurl.com/whatever. It will be your affiliate link, right? In this example. Or if you're using this to promote your exact domain name, which you're redirecting to your affiliate link, that also works really well. But of course, when it comes to AI, when it comes to videos, when it comes to call to action such as this, is always going to be the best when you have a simple URL as a call to action, instead of saying, oh yeah, if you want to do this, then check out Scale at Scale Plus or scalegg.groovesell.com/p/XYZ. You don't want to have that kind of call to action, right? So instead, have a call to action that is actual domain name, which is your affiliate link. So in this case, as an example, I will do get started now at scale.gg. Now, once you make a change, what you'll notice is that right here at the end, there is an option for you to redo the actual voiceover. Because if I click on play right over here.
If you enjoyed this little dose of motivation, please give this video.
You will notice that nothing's changed, right? if we want the voiceover to also change, I'm going to click on this right over here, update voiceover and captions. Okay, give it maybe a good 10, 15, 20 seconds, depending again on the speed of everything. And you can see that within like 5 or 6 seconds, this was done already. Now, if I click on play.
Get started now at ScaleGG.
Not bad, right? If we want to actually make it say scale.gg, which of course with AI, you'll need to play around with it sometimes. I will probably go over here, go back here again, do a little space, get started now at scale and then .gg. Let's see what that sounds like. Because I want to say, get started now at scale.gg, right? As opposed to get started now at ScaleGG. So let's listen to this, what it says.
Get started now at scale.gg.
Not bad, right? If we want to, let me listen to that one more time. It sounded a little bit off.
Get started now at scale.gg.
Oh, no, he was saying scale.gg. So maybe it's the pronunciation, maybe it's something else. But another option that you have is instead of an actual .gg, you can type out .gg, right? And listen to what it actually says. So play around. You know, if you're a little bit more picky like I am, then I would probably do it a few times. But for all intents and purposes, you know, this is as easy as it's going to get. So, okay, it's generated already within just a matter of seconds.
Get started now at scale.gg.
That sounds a lot better, right? So with that, that is the voiceover that I am going to keep. With that, though, one thing that you'll notice, and keep your eye right here on the actual screen itself, is that when I play this, what you'll notice is in the captions, it will also say get started now at scale, and then it'll type out the word dots and also the word GG, because that's how I had it just now in the actual script, right? So watch what it looks like.
Get started now at scale.gg.
Scale.gg, right? So with that, that's not the way that I want it. Instead, I want it to have scale.gg or ScaleGG all in one word. Okay, so that it'll look at least something like this, a little bit better. But because I don't want it to sound different, I want the same voiceover. I want it to sound exactly like what it just said, get started now at scale.gg. I'm not going to click on this. I will not click on this update voiceover and captions button. Instead, I will leave it as is, get started now at ScaleGG. And then if I go back over here and play it now.
Get started now at scale.
So he still says scale.gg, but as you can see right over here, it says ScaleGG instead of scale.gg, all spelled out, right? So those are just some different tricks that you can play around with. And then if you want to make this more impactful as a final call to action, right? It said this one, the script, the prompt is already here. A final scene with a call to action frame showing subscribe and like buttons with cheerful animation. So instead of showing subscribe and like buttons, I'm going to say showing scale.gg, right? Same thing, put scale.gg in quotes. Now I'm going to click on generate. Let's see what it comes out with. Give it a few seconds. You know, again, it's not going to give you just one option. So we do have different choices. It'll give you 4 different options to choose from. If we don't like any one of them, we can always do it all over again. This one got a lot of random text, scale.gg, happening twice, ScaleGG, also looking a little bit weird. This one actually looks a lot better, right? It doesn't have any random text and random words. It just says scale.gg. It's in the shape of a mobile phone. In fact, it's also got a little button over here that's scale.gg. I would probably choose this one. Let's take a look at the last option, scale.gg. And then, yeah, it looks like some misspelling is trying to say scale.gg, but it went into royals.gg. We'll just ignore that because we don't need it. Go back to this one. This one looks good, right? So we're going to choose this one, add to scene. And that's it. Let's start from over here.
Remember that your hard work matters and your courage is your greatest asset. You've got this. Get started now at scale.gg.
And that's it, right? That is our video. It's 1 minute and 2 seconds. If you want to cut out those 2 additional seconds, just replace, any one of these scenes or delete something or whatever, right? Or just remove an entire thing completely. It really is up to you. So with all of that, you can see, yeah, not bad, right? All completed for absolutely free. Once you're done, all you need to do is click on export right over here. Call it whatever you want, ScaleGG demo. All right, I'm going to export this. Give it a little bit of time, and then it will export and save onto your computer. The next logical question, though, is what is next, right? What is the next thing that we need to do? Thank you. So Amanda says, these are great tips. Amy says, cool pro tips. And Brad also says, excellent tips as well. Another question that I missed earlier. Is this CapCut online or is this the downloaded version? Actually, this is the online version that you're seeing right now. I am on a browser, but even if you're on the downloaded application, the same feature also works as well. I, however, just kind of like to do things online because I often work from different computers and different devices, sometimes on my laptop, on my desktop, or whatever else. And so I just go on and log in, just like what we do with scale.gg, and make it like a one-point single login, and we can access it directly from any computer, right? So as you can see, it only took a few seconds. This has been exported onto my computer. And if you want to see how that looks like, I'll drag this over here, and then let's play this. Where is that volume sound? Right over here. All right, so let's make it a little bit louder, and you can see how it turned out.
Hey everyone, feeling a bit stuck? Like you need that extra push to get going? Don't worry, we all have those days. Sometimes all it takes is a few powerful words to reignite that fire inside. Let's start with this one from the legendary Vince Lombardi. The only place success comes before work is in the dictionary. It's so true, right?
So as you can see, this entire video in its entirety with no watermarks, right, Brad? No watermarks whatsoever. They are, all completely done for free, and you can create as many of these videos as you want. How many of you think that's pretty darn awesome? If you think so, type in awesome inside of the chat. And this is just one of many different kinds of videos that you can create. There are so many more additional strategies that we can be sharing with you. I would definitely enjoy the opportunity to share additional strategies with you in the future. So if you want some additional training in the future, type in future inside the comments, and I'll kind of twist Mike's arm and Matt's arm and let them allow me to come back here and share with you some additional trainings as well. But let's close everything off. Let's close everything off. You now downloaded your video, right? What do you do next? If you study what we do here on the Groove.cm channel, okay, this is the YouTube channel. And by the way, you can do the exact same thing on the TikTok channel. You can do the exact same thing on Instagram, exact same thing on Facebook, the exact same thing on X and Threads and LinkedIn if you want to. But what is the most impactful is a couple of different things. Number one, on the channel itself, what you'll notice is that we oftentimes like to name our brands with the actual website. So that's one of the things that we oftentimes do. Like even if you go to our Facebook page or something like that, you'll see the name is like groove.cm. So we like to do that quite often because it is a part of the brand. You'll also notice that in the description itself, there is the URL right over here. Okay, so you can definitely input that there as well. Once you scroll down, especially on the video level, okay, take a look at some of the more recent videos that were uploaded. This one was a recent webinar that Mike did on Click Coach, right? So if we click on this one, let's pause it because we don't actually need to watch the webinar. But when you scroll down just a little bit, one thing that you will notice is right over here at the very top, even in the description, there is a clickable link, a URL that begins with HTTP or HTTPS, which is clickable. When someone clicks on this, right, they will actually be taken to clickcoach.io, and it's all a part of the description itself. This, of course, is a product owner promoting the actual product, but it works the exact same way for affiliate marketing. All you need to do is input your affiliate URL right over here, and you can actually repeat that multiple times within the description as well, just like this over here, right? So HTTPS clickcoach.io/go. Same thing. When it comes to this one on affiliate pages, affiliatepages.com demo walkthrough. So it's not just affiliate pages demo walkthrough, it's affiliatepages.com demo walkthrough, right? So we're promoting the actual URL itself, which again, something that you can also do. And another example right over here in the description, a clickable link to affiliatepages.com. So as an affiliate, you can also do this exact same thing. Here's another example, the virtual vending machine system, right? Once you click on that, this one, of course, is talking about affiliate pages. Right down here, you'll see that the URL for affiliatepages.com also in the description. Finally, if you take a look at this one, right? This one was a webinar that I did, I think, last year. And then if you take a look at it, watch it, by the way, I think it's pretty cool. What you'll notice is the exact same thing, right? A clickable link right over here and over here. This in itself can be an affiliate link as well. So with all of that, this means that with the videos that you create, now you basically have in your arsenal the capability to create as many AI faceless videos as you want, upload them onto your social media channels like TikTok and YouTube, and include a clickable link. This is how we're going to be able to, again, build that know, like, trust, and also have the opportunity to pre-build our rapport with them, build our relationship, get them excited, especially at this point in time. This is something that you can start doing right away, just like the selfie challenge. These videos are things that you can start doing right away, sharing the value with your audience, right? This is probably one of the best ways for you to build a rapport, relationship, business long-term. And now with AI, this has become easier than ever before. So with that, hopefully this was a session that provided value to you. Did you find value in what we shared today? If you did, please do me a favor and type in value inside of the comments. Thank you very much, Brad. Truly awesome. And Amanda, the expert that she is, has not just one, but a couple of different tips for us. She says, almost make sure your clickable link is above the fold in the space before they have to click more, right? Absolutely. And that's why right over here, let me share the screen once more. Amanda is absolutely right? You will notice that the link is right here at the very top. In fact, for many of the videos, it's like the first thing that is right over there. They don't have to click on more. They don't have to open it up. They don't have to, see what it is. The link is right there already. All right. So, of course, with all of that, this is definitely a great strategy. Same thing with this one, right over here at the very top. Awesome tip. Thank you very much, Amanda, for that tip. She has another pro tip. She also says, always make sure your clickable link, oh, this is the same tip, is above the fold. But of course, if you have any more tips, Amanda, keep them coming. And let's do another session as what we talked about, because I'm sure you can talk hours and hours on this. Brad says, I've been using another paid AI maker, but this is looking very appealing. Hey, if you're using one that you already like, that is working for you, then keep using it. But there's definitely no harm in creating more, right? Using additional tools that also work, especially for those of us who want to get started for free. Awesome. Melvin says value. Brad is saying value. Menace is supposed to say, you're very welcome. Amy, thank you for joining us. Always, not almost. Yeah, typos, it always happens, right? Salman says, thank you. And then we all have, happy to see you as well. So awesome. So, yep, that's all that I have for you right here today. Hopefully it is what it is, right? We didn't get Mike Filsame, we didn't get the live demos, but hopefully this more than made up for that lost time, because we did promise, more so Matt's also promised, that we would be sharing more affiliate marketing strategies with you. Hopefully this is something that you will be applying, that you've learned something from, that you will be executing. It is definitely a strategy proven to work. And remember, ScaleGG as a brand is still completely new. So when you do this, you have the chance to completely dominate all the other affiliates and future JV partners before they even get the chance to hear about the opportunity. So definitely make it a point. Make it a point to take fast action. Pro tip 2, say your main key phrase in your opening words. Of course, right? In your title where it makes sense, in your description and tags. So when that happens, when you're using AI, it's as easy as going in, as what we saw earlier, right? And making those changes in the script. In fact, this "hey everyone, feeling a bit stuck," I probably would take that out. But if your main keyword here is, I don't know, motivational or looking for inspiration or something along those lines, right? Then enter those words in here. Actually, I pulled a Mike Filsame and failed to share my screen as I was showing you this, right? This here, "hey everyone, feeling a bit stuck," I would probably just delete that because it's not really the beginning of a video that I would like, but I would probably replace it with something that is more like motivational, if that is the actual word that we want to use. Mo, you are very welcome. Brad says, great work. Thank you very much for your time. Super early, right? Yep, it's almost 4 a.m. But thanks to all of you, we still have that energy, because once it comes to marketing, once it comes to content and training, the more energy that I see from the audience and from our students and from our members, just like yourself, the more energy that I get as well. Definitely more than made up. Thank you very much, Melvin. We appreciate you and your time. Thank you for your time. And thank you for all of you as well for showing up as well. So that is all that I have for you right here, right now. I know that we're still owed some additional time with Mr. Mike Filsame. Originally, there was an announcement, I think on Monday, that Mike does want to go live on Friday at our regularly scheduled time at 1:30. With everything that's going on with Mike and his family right now, let's keep that as pending instead of confirmed. All right. So over the next 1 or 2 days, once we receive a confirmation, whether or not that's going to happen, then we'll definitely announce that to you. Okay. So stay tuned, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications, because the moment that we are confirmed to go on live, we will schedule that. And once we schedule that, you will receive a notification that we will be going live. So that's definitely something that you don't want to miss out on. And especially on our Facebook groups as well, we will be sharing with you any updates, announcements on future stuff as well. So definitely make sure that you are on track. All right. So on behalf of the entire Groove and Scale community, I do want to thank you, appreciate you for being here as well. Thank you to all of you right over here inside of our community. Keep the interaction coming and make sure that this is something that you are committed to improving, because when it comes to scale, when it comes to affiliate marketing, when it comes to the partnership opportunity, this is something that is going to be a huge opportunity for all of us. All right, so appreciate you. Thank you for your time. In the meantime, take action right now. Let us know if you have any questions. And as always, we'll see you right here on the inside as well as the very top at scale.gg. Cheers, folks. We'll catch you on